gave you a little bit of a teaser today about what I wanted to have for dinner. Because it is what I think is 150 degrees outside, in all honesty, it's like 100. But I want something light, fresh, and easy to make because I don't want to turn on that oven. Nope, I don't want to heat up the house, and I want it ready in 5-10 minutes, maybe a little more. So let me begin by showing you the ingredients. I have a zoodle maker, and so what I did is I ran my zucchini and yellow squash through it. That should be enough for 2 portions. If my daughter gets home in time to share with me, maybe I'll give her some, maybe not. I do have to tell you that this meal is vegetarian, but because I live in a house with vegetarians and meat lovers all the same, you can layer on proteins later, like chicken, shrimp, steak, whatever you want. I just like it the way it is, plain and simple, just a little bit of cheese. So let me go on and tell you. So I have the zucchini noodles. I have basil, which I showed you on Facebook from my garden. It smells, smell-o-vision. When's it happening? Hopefully soon. So we have that, and we have tomatoes from my garden, again, fresh and delicious. And then we just need a little bit of garlic, some cheese, and I have Parmesan, and walnuts. No, these are not walnuts. I'm wrong. I'm teasing you. It's pecans, because I absolutely love pecans. They're my favorite nut, and if you know me, I sell them during the year, at Christmas time in particular, candied. They're so good. And olive oil. And that's all I need. That's all you need. So come on over to the stove and I'll show you what we do. Okay, so here we have the skillet I'm going to use to cook this dish. I'm going to set it to medium to high heat. As it starts cooking, I will lower it. And now what I'm going to do is putting a little bit of olive oil in the pan to heat up. I'll probably need a little more, but I'm going to start with this amount. Because you can always add more, you can't take it out. I use chopped garlic. You can use minced, but I like the chopped. And again, if you don't like garlic that much, a little bit. You like garlic, load it on. Now what I'm doing is the oil, is I'm mixing it into the olive oil because I want the olive oil to be infused with the garlic flavor. See, you need a little bit of more oil, and that's okay. This is the base to our so-called sauce. I want the garlic to heat up to cook, but you have to be very careful to watch it because you don't want it to burn. That's a very unpleasant flavor. Now in goes the chopped tomatoes. As they get cooked, they will pick up the flavor from the olive oil and the garlic and also get softer, which makes kind of a sauce. As you can see, the sauce is starting to begin from the juices from the tomatoes and the olive oil. That's been infused with the garlic. See, it's getting hot and it's starting to simmer underneath and boil. Time for my zoodles. The zucchini is such a versatile vegetable. You can make it in so many different ways. Me, I also love zoodles the most, well, one of the most, because it makes me feel like I'm eating pasta and indulging, but I'm not, and it's just as tasty. In fact, if you ask me, it's tastier. Just a little bit of salt and some pepper. Getting all that sauce in there and cooking down the zoodles, making them a little bit softer. All right, time to plate it. You can put it on a paper plate, but if you put it on a nice dish, you feel a little bit more special about your meal. A one pot, no fuss, no muss. Okay, so here is our dish thus far. Isn't that fantastic? It smells so good. Now, I didn't forget the other ingredients, so I'm going to use them now because they go on the top. So here's our dish. We're going to put it to the side. Now don't forget we have our basil, oh my God, from our garden. It's from my garden. And what I'm going to do, I could leave it whole or chop it, but I like it, I like to chiffonade it, which is very simple to do. We just put the leaves one on top of the other, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it the long way. So here I go. I'm just going to roll it up. There you go. Roll it up. And I'm just going to cut little ribbons. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. That's great. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on top of my zoodles. And I'm not done. I like, and it's a protein too, like I said, my pecans. My pecans, a simple raw pecan is perfectly fine. I should tell you that the zoodles, the faux pasta, is going to be al dente. Soft, but with a bite, which is wonderful. So you might be saying, you know, this reminds me a little bit of a pesto with the nuts, the basil, the oil. Well, you're right. It's like a deconstructed basil. So here I'm going to take my walnuts and I'm going to put them on top. They're not walnuts, they're pecans. I don't know. And then to add the pièce de résistance, my other favorite thing, cheese. Can you see that? That is amazing. How long did that take me? 10 minutes? So I did say I might be sharing this with my daughter. You know what? She's a big girl. Let her fend for herself. So I have my tomatoes, my zoodles, my cheese, my garlic, my pecans, my basil. Come on, people. Can you get any better than that?